Hi guys, mocks and tests are just not about solving 200 questions, 100 questions in 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. It's more about strategy and planning about your strategy, how to approach the mock. So in the series of 5 videos, we'll talk about the strategies which will increase your score by up to 20 marks. In this video, we'll talk about how to analyze the mock. This is the most important video of all. Doing the analysis of a mock is more important than giving the mock. For example, if I have a 2 hours ka mock, so it will take me further 2 hours to solve and do the analysis of the paper. So it will take you 4 hours ka time to give a complete mock. Fine. Without analysis, it make no sense. 20 mock do, 50 mock do, 60 mock do, देने का कोई फायदा नहीं. ठीक है. So now we'll talk about how to do the analysis of a mock in this video. ठीक है. So first thing first, you have to do your time mapping. Most of the mock series, online mock series will give you a time map, how much a time stamp of how much time you have been taking per question. So that will be given to you, so that we can find out how much time I'm taking per question. पहला question 2 minute, दूसरा question 1.5 minute, तीसरा question आधा minute, चौथा question 3 minute. So you can find out where we stand and what is my time. So according to that, I have to identify the questions where I'm taking more than normal times. ठीक है. So make a mark of that, keep a log of that. So I'm keeping a log. Log मतलब table on the side in which I'm just writing the name of the topic and the type of question which is taking more time to solve. ताकि कल को एग्जाम में ऐसा क्वेश्चन आ गया and if I'm not able to solve in that given time, I will leave the question. ठीक है. So now we understand the timing what we have. Second thing which you take care of is accuracy factor. By accuracy factor I mean your number of questions attempted. For example, out of 100 mark का paper, I did only 70 question attempt. Out of them I got 60 right. So 70 solve किया, 60 right. So 70 by 60 is my accuracy. Approximately 85.5% के आजू बाजू, 85.87% के आजू बाजू. Anything your accuracy factor have to be between 80 to 90%. Don't expect a 99% accuracy. 80 to 90% is a good accuracy which you can maintain. ठीक है, to start with in the first few mocks. ठीक है. So time mapping, accuracy mapping. Next thing we have to do is the speed mapping, attempt factor, AF. So total question in the exam were 100. I did 70 out of them. So my attempt factor is 70%. Ideally in the exam your attempt factor should be around 75%. कितना भी भारी पेपर लो, कोई भी पेपर ले लो, कैट, CET, बैंक PO, NMAT, IIT, JEE, attempt factor का thumb rule is 75%. You cannot crack the exam without touching 75% of the questions. ठीक है, that is a basic thumb rule. You have to touch 75% question as an attempt factor. ठीक है. So while doing this thing, you will analyze there are a lot of important topics. So you have to identify the important topics based on last year paper and all, and your performance in those topics more importantly than the other topic. For example, geometry and arithmetic are two main areas which are coming in a particular entrance exam. So I am going to map them. I am going to make sure that my attempt, accuracy, everything is good in these areas, in all the important topics. Okay. Now come the next part is strong and weak areas. So while giving the mock, I'll identify my strong area, weak area. Okay. So for the areas you are good at, for areas which are my strong area, I need to identify the shortcut. Okay. Strong area, I'm able to solve all these questions correctly. Don't be happy with that. मेरे को 2 मिनट लग रहा है per question, चलेगा. My cycle time should be 1 minute. So in the areas which I know already strong at, my agenda should be I have to increase my speed and reduce the time taken, cycle time per question to half. ठीक है. And areas where I'm weak at, I need to identify those areas firstly on the basis of the mocks. ठीक है. For example, there are some topics where you think you are good at. For example, logs. तुम्हें लगता है कि तुम log बहुत अच्छे से आता है, but when you give the mock, you're not able to get even single question right. So log is not a strong area, log is a weak area. ठीक है. So let's make a list of all your weak topic and improve that. So आज mock दिया, 3 घंटे का mock, 3 घंटे analysis कर लिया. उसके बाद शाम को जो भी तुम्हारा weak area है उसको हम improve करेंगे. Okay. Alright. So next thing is a silly mistakes. All of us do silly mistakes. That's a human error, which is part and parcel of that. I assume out of every 100 questions solved, you will solve 5 questions wrong. That is mota thumb rule. That can be a forced error, that can be a silly mistake, that can be unable to read some statements. Some kind of a silly mistake will do, 5% will be silly mistake. So what I want to do next is make a map of that. Make a list of the silly mistake you do. You'll be surprised to know that simple similar thing you're doing wrong every single time. एक बार वो list बना लिया, so we'll try to work on those things and improve those areas. So silly mistakes can be reduced. Trust me. 2 नंबर भी reduce कर लिया तो बहुत हो गया यार. ठीक है, out of 5 2 भी कर लिया reduce तो बहुत हो गया. Last and not the least is making a strategy map. Fine. After you the mock, after looking at score and everything, you have to make a strategy plan for the next mock. Roadmap. How to approach the question, how to approach the paper. You can see the other videos which we have on how to approach the paper. Okay, and make a strategy. Okay, so these are the 8 things you have to do for every mock you give to do the analysis. Without them, it's not enough. Alright, so let's do a recap of all these 8 things. So number 1 is a time factor. You need to understand all the topics, how much time you're taking per question. Identify your strong areas and weak area. Take less time and more time, and we'll work on them. Number 2 is the accuracy factor. Your accuracy factor should be around 80 to 90%. That's your target. So mota average 85%. Attempt factor, attempt have to be 75% of the paper. That's your thumb rule in the final exam, not in the mocks. Identify important chapters and make sure you're doing well in those important chapters. If you're not doing that, you have to improve them. Strong areas, find shortcuts. So wherever you find shortcuts, strong areas, topic which you already know, don't become complacent. Roko mat, solve more question. You have to be more accuracy, more speed in that. Make a weak area, important weak area plan so that we can improve our weak areas as well. Fine. Silly mistake map, a log of all the silly mistakes. And last is make a strategy plan for the next mock. If you're doing these 8 things for every mock, you will automatically see your scores going up in your overall mock scores. Alright, so this one video is not enough. We have to see all the 5 strategy videos so that you can increase your score by up to 10 marks combining them. Fine, I'm going to upload more workshops like this, more videos like this, how to plan your studies and everything. So do subscribe to my videos here to the channel on YouTube. And if you're interested to buy a mock series which can increase your score by up to 20 marks, please check out the link here. Alright, so thank you very much. All the best.